is the breakdown of Tere Joyce's special guest comedian at Cheat Show's 408 Clovis Ave, Old Town Clovis. This wig pig over here, this big fatty, big fat old bitch, did a live comedy performance. And here's the thing about being a comedian. You should, of course, be able to take a joke, but Tere Joyce can't. She's one of the female comedians of the world, which means she sucks. And she can't take a joke. And as we all know, women can't be comedians. They just can't. All their jokes are like, my vagina, or some other body part of theirs. And then they talk about people they've dated and just dumb shit no one cares about. They lie, they make up the dumbest shit, which isn't funny because, you know, let's just get into it. First off, here she is on her 600th birthday party, celebrating alone, of course, if you notice. The other napkin set across from her, you know how I know she's alone? The other napkin set across from her is empty, right? There's no other plate across from her. She got a cake with one slice. If you had someone with you for your birthday party, you would have more than one slice, which means she handed her phone. She's like, well, how did she get the picture then? She handed her phone to the waiter, and the waiter took her photo with her birthday slice of cake as she ate alone in misery. Just getting older and less likely to ever find a significant other because she's gross and fat and a stupid, dumb bitch who got my channel taken down. I had built a channel with over 1,000 people that was all, you know, truther people, which took forever to build back up, and she struck it down because she's a dumb see you next Tuesday. So anyways, this is her and her group of comedians over here. Let's go take a look at this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, holy shit. Look at this. Look at the size of that woman. That woman makes Tere Joyce look thin. She's huge. She must take up 4 seats on an airplane. And then, of course, you have White Ally in the back. And I don't even know what type of creature that is over the right shoulder there with the purple hair. Like, what the fuck is that thing? This is your comedy group for this DiCioccio's restaurant or whatever. Can you imagine having to sit there and watch this shit? Holy hell. No jokes required, they write themselves. Well, I got a couple for you with this group here. With the giant group of fatties. Why shouldn't you ever interrupt a group of fat people talking? They may be having a heavy discussion. Oh, don't worry about it though, Terry and friends. If someone just calls you fat, ignore them. You're bigger than that. Oh, you got the chocolate one there in the front, the biggest of them all, of course. But as we all know, life is like a box of chocolates. It doesn't last long for fatties. Oh. But of course, you know, we shouldn't joke about these people. It's never nice or okay to tell jokes about fat people. They never work out. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with those. No more. Alright, let's go into her stand-up since she's the professional comedian. Okay. Who has no good jokes at all.
I am older.
Let's check out this comedy show. Of course, before we even get into it, I have to say This was filmed by a boomer who doesn't know how to use technology, obviously, because they filmed this stupid thing with the phone in vertical. Boomers. Okay, don't film shit like this, okay? When you're filming stuff that you plan to put out as a video on something like YouTube, so that most of the screen is not black and not being used. You see all the screen there? It's all black there. You're missing most of the video. Okay? So when you do this shit, I know it's gonna blow your mind, boomers. You take the phone and you go like that, right? And then you film it like that, which captures the entire thing you're trying to film. When you film it like this, you're a zoomer or a boomer, because only dumb young kids that think everything exists only on their phone and watch everything from TikTok, and dumb boomers who don't know how technology works, those are the only people who film that way. And the rest of us hate it. Learn to turn the phone so that we can see the whole video. And then I can see the old geriatrics in this audience that are actually fake laughing at some of these jokes. All right, let's get into this here, this ridiculous nonsense. I can't take the whole thing, honestly, so we're only gonna watch some of it.
And you know when you were younger, like you guys are, how old are you guys right here? Like,
how old are those guys right here? About 1,000 years old, which is why they are at a stand-up performance by Tere Joyce. And they've also dragged along their, like, underage, not old enough to drink yet kids with them.
17! Oh my god.
A 17-year-old.
You look at it like at a 40-year-old man and you're like, ew, gross. Ew, he's like my dad.
One 17-year-old and a bunch of, like, grandmas. Like, look at the people on screen. They're like 100 years old. And look at that hideous creature up there. Just absolutely disgusting. And that is absolutely a wig. She is the wig pig.
Never, you know. And then when you're older, like 60, you're like, oh, he's 40.
Cougar!
I'm a cougar. Yeah.
You are not a cougar. You are fucking disgusting. If you were a cougar, that would imply that you are attractive. The reason you're single, Terry, is because you're gross. Men would basically sleep with anything but you.
Like a granny-er now, but I'm not a granny. I'll never be a granny. Actually,
you're not a granny. You'll never be a granny because time is not on your side. No, it ain't.
I'm kind of good about myself though, because I was at Walmart the other day, and you know this guy, he was like outside, he's like sitting there, he's smoking a cigarette, right? And he's like looking, because you really don't look like a hooker. And I go, that's because I'm not. I give it up for free.
Is that a joke?
I'm a big slut from way back.
Oh, wow. Hilarious. Vagina jokes and I'm a slut jokes. Straight from the peak female comedy routines.
I lived in the 90s. The last time to have any real fun.
The 90s were the last time to have any real fun. Okay.
So, yeah, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm actually half Mexican, half more white trash.
Just so you know, Terry, there's this like thing called online dating. And I'm pretty sure now with the online dating world that's going on, people are having way more sex than they used to. Just pointing that out.
So, I guess I'm Hispanic light. And I came out really white looking, like people like, when
Here we
I
go.
say that I'm
The
half
joke that she's fucking told for 10 years straight and still has not hit with any audience. No one cares about this joke, Terry. It's terrible. I'm half Mexican, so like my tit is bigger because it's the Mexican tit.
And they just don't believe me. And they go, well, what part of you is Mexican? And I go, my left boob, because it's the bigger one.
Oh, female body part jokes. Hilarious.
Where's an old guy? Oh, you're with somebody. I'm sorry. That's for you in the back.
Oh, it's the one person laughing. She's like, that's for you in the back. There's like 5 people watching this. So they're just giving her the, like one person laughing because someone has to laugh at this or else it's just going to be a complete embarrassment. And I'm guessing the person laughing at this is one of the other comedians who already performed.
But I didn't learn a whole lot of Spanish when I was growing up. Just a few words like puta.
Oh my god. Alright, let's skip forward a little.
I know what she wants.
The funny is coming, guys. Don't worry. This lady's gonna knock your socks off with these jokes any moment now.
My muffin wants you. Give me a smoke.
Is that a vagina joke?
Oh, like it's smoke rings. Woo! Okay. And one time I felt really bad. Like I apologized, and I looked her right in the eye, and I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and it winked. Yeah, this guy was good. He didn't even have to move his lips or anything. I'm on social media a lot. Sometimes when you're on, I'm switching something. Dick jokes are social media. Is it the same? Maybe. Who knows? Ever gotten those surprising little pics yeah? At Facebook, when somebody sends you a little picture, like, no? Okay, I have. So.
No one is sending Tere Joyce dick pics. Nobody. Except for maybe like some of the really creepy. Unless they're coming from like Daniel Dowd or fucking OG1 Kenobi sending him his little tiny pecker pics. Like, hey, fat old pig, how do you think about this tiny little thing?
I don't know why I'm looking at you. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. Whatever. So yeah, this one guy, I made a post on my community page on Facebook, and he goes, "What are you, on your period?" And I was like, wow, that's kind of like a compliment. He thinks I have a period.
Oh, that's fucking gross. That is not funny. That's just fucking disgusting. Good lord. Let's get out of the vagina joke section straight from... This is surviving cringe content. I just can't. It's so gross and disgusting and not funny. I honestly can't. Like, the fact that she actually put this shit out there for the public to consume.
Box. But here's the thing too. I think about being older, right? And you're in college, and you're in American history, and
yeah, you're a complete waste of space. She's talking about how she's older, and she's in college. What at 700 years old are you gonna do with a college degree, other than just keep avoiding paying your student loan?
They talk about American history, and they go, oh, and then you get to the Nixon era, and they go, Watergate, and I'm like, oh, I was there. I remember Nixon, no peace for everybody.
Is that a Nixon joke?
The drug war, no drugs, we're gonna make marijuana illegal.
Is that a fucking Nixon voice? I'm sorry, were you just trying to impersonate Richard Nixon? That is the worst impersonation of Richard Nixon, which is an easy one to do. And also hasn't been alive since, what, the 60s? Or whatever. Or, sorry, not alive. He hasn't been, like, in office since the 60s. Why are you making Nixon jokes?
I like to smoke weed. I'm not gonna lie. I think.
Oh, here we go. This is why.
Come on, Fresno.
Woo!
It's okay for intelligent people to smoke weed. It's not okay for dumb people to smoke weed because it just makes them dumber. Intelligent people don't somehow lose like all types of brain cells from it. They still are reasonably intelligent. But people like Tere Joyce who smoke weed just end up the dumbest fucking people on earth. She had like 4 brain cells and she killed all 4 of them.
Okay, yeah. So, you know when you smoke weed, you think you're really brilliant?
Yeah.
The first joke of the whole thing. That was it. You know when you smoke weed and you think you're really brilliant? That explains Tere Joyce's career right there.
You do. Like, you think you solved all the world's problems. You're like, oh my god. Woo, that was weird. So, but yeah, the internet has changed our sexuality. Like, you know, people like sexting and stuff like that. I have a friend, like, you can make a mistake with that. She took a picture of the cooch and she sent it to the wrong person. Yeah, her mom is pissed.
That's
What
a stolen joke. I've heard that joke countless other places.
is this? I don't know what's going on here. But I have had cyber sex on the internet before. Have you guys ever tried that before?
That's not true at all, Terry. Another lie. No one believes that at all.
Or have you ever talked to a stranger ever in Okay. How long is your tongue? Because I live in Fresno, California. How big are your jugs? The white one is 26B. The Mexican one is 44 double D. When I'm on my period. Period.
Oh my god. This is horrific. And once again, the video camera is filming the back of this man's head because some stupid boomer is filming this shit. Why am I looking at the back of a man's head?
So, are you touching yourself?
Like, look at this is the angle we're getting at this thing because some boomer doesn't know how to film, or their big, fat, sloppy arm just got too tired to hold the phone up.
Now. No, I'm Catholic. It's the thing, like, how do guys like type and do it at the same time? You know, they're like.
Now we're aimed at the floor in the back of a man's chair. Why are we filming the back of this man's chair?
Sorry. Maybe I was like, did I go too far?
No one is laughing, Terry. Where is the joke? What is this? What?
I bought myself some eggs. Sadness. High school. Birds that can't fly. These are a few of my favorite things.
What the fuck?
When the dog bites, I kill him.
What?
That's my poem. Thank you.
What the fuck is wrong with this lady?
There, you're gone.
Just let me know, like. Okay, I've gone to therapy. This is my last.
You do need therapy. That is confirmed. Did you just hear that shit? That was some sort of schizophrenic breakdown over there.
I want to thank you so much for
What type of
being
poem
a great
was
audience,
that?
'cause, I actually haven't done stand-up in a while, so you're kind of like me.
You haven't done stand-up in a while because no one would let you perform this shit anywhere else. You're in some sort of little safe space bubble zone with a bunch of fatties in front of about 4 to 5 people.
Right, Mike, you're ready to begin.
Wow. Yeah, please, sympathy claps. Please, sympathy claps.
And I learned a lot about myself. I found out that I'm a passive-aggressive, manic-depressive, bipolar, schizophrenic, dysfunctional, anal retentive, oily fixie hypochondriac, which means I get a lot of medication.
Yes, thank you for admitting all of those things. She is a schizophrenic, self-admitted, and all bipolar and all those other things. She's completely fucking nuts. Self-admitted, completely fucking nuts. She just admitted it.
And I'm in this therapy. It's called Riken therapy. And what you have to do is you have to make noises and to let your emotional pain.
What?
And these are my noises. And
This ought to be good. This complete fucking nutcase.
really wanted to share them with you tonight. So, all right.
This is the person that YouTube was like, you know what, Titus Ross? This person reported your channel. Let's go ahead and take your channel down because you made fun of this person. This fucking nutcase. Like, you're not supposed to make fun of this.
Ow! That was the pain of my childhood. And it means I'm stuck to the Nagahide couch. And means that I'm faking an orgasm. Get off me, you fat pig. Alright, thank you very much.
She calls people fat pigs, so she doesn't have any problem with you calling her the wig pig, of course. And look at her. Look at that big fat piggy. Holy hell. She just displayed what is known as peak female comedy. And here's a absolutely crap female comedian who somehow is better than Tere Joyce. People are calling this peak female comedy. No, Tere Joyce is peak female comedy.
I've been single for so long that I just kind of start random fights with men on the street just to feel what it's like to be in a relationship. Like the other day I was running and I bumped into this guy and he was looking at his phone. I just said, "Who is she?" Like that was just my immediate reaction.
That's actually funnier than anything Tere Joyce said by a lot. And it was delivered better. And not by a giant fat wig pig. just saying.